It's the Line Makers on Sporting News, presented by Jack Daniels. It's the Line Makers on Sporting News with the one and only Rick Herron. I'm Brian Blessing. How about the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Bengals in Cincinnati? Cincy, a 3-point favorite. Total in the game is 45.5. Let's start with Dallas, Ricky. This is a team, they play much smarter football away from home. And I think here's the rub. With that Philly game, up and down the field, and I've made the analogy several times this year, and I'll hold to it, and I know you can't stand hockey, but Dallas plays smart, disciplined football on the road, and at home they try to impress the home fans. And it bears out in their last 9 road games. They're 7-2 to the under. They keep it simple, stupid.
Well, they're definitely a better against the spread team on the road. I mean, they're 0-6 against the spread at home. They're 4-2 against the spread on the road.
They're better against the spread on the road, and they're an under team on the road. That means they don't
play
do
smarter football.
Stupid things.
Yeah, Romo's been very, very good the last couple of weeks after the rough start that he had to the season. They're playing very well. It's a big game for both teams. The Bengals have won 4 straight by a combined 113-42. One of those wins was 31-13 over the Giants.
Biggest problem the Cowboys have had was just an abysmal running game. DeMarco Murray returned, and we saw a difference.
All of a sudden, they can run the ball. It just tells you what the rest of the running backs are. Murray, it was very, very impressive the other night.
Cincinnati, 3-7-1 against the spread in their last 11 home games. Marvin Lewis not getting it done for the bettors, that's for sure.
Well, but on the year, again, maybe there's a case to be made that they're a better road team too, because they're 6-5-1 against the spread on the year, so they've actually been a kind of a profitable team. 3 of those 4 wins for the Bengals have been by double digits. Of course, we said they beat the Giants 31-13. The other 3 were over Kansas City, Oakland, and San Diego. Not a real impressive lineup.
Coach me up. All the things we do, we have the editorial content for you here. So many things go into being successful when wagering, money management. Sometimes saying no or pass, I'll sit on the sidelines and watch a game. I've got certain teams, and once I'm scalded several times, I just say, I'm an idiot, and I got a bad read on them. I cannot put my finger on the pulse of this Bengals team. Can you help me?
No, I can't. We do a lot of different things as handicappers, and one of the big things in the NFL is always, which Richie talked about last week, is turnover margin. If you looked at turnover margin, you'd play the Bengals with both fists this week because they have a big edge in turnover margin against the Cowboys. But that's counting those couple of games where Romo turned it over 6 times.
Right.
Right. So you throw those out, it's even, and you have to look at those things. Honestly, I have no opinion, and I was going to ask you what your opinion was.
Folks, I think you're on your own on this one. maybe the under. I think
Possibly the under.
Maybe Dallas keeps it a little closer to the vest. Des Bryant's been playing like a horse. Finally, it's amazing. He'll make the acrobatic one-hand catch in triple coverage and drop the one throw right at him.
Right.
But he's playing like a man possessed right now.
He's playing like the guy the Cowboys drafted him to be.
All right, we'll see how it all pans out with the Cowboys visiting the Bengals in Cincinnati on Sunday.